This is part 25 of Ocarina of Time 3D, and this part will be finishing off the Mask of Truth quest and actually getting the Mask of Truth.
Which, I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the Mask of Truth. It doesn't do a lot for us in this game.
No, it really doesn't.
It does let us get an upgrade here in next part.
And that's really, I think, the only thing that it does. Like, you can read the Gossip Stones, right?
Yeah, you can
do that, but, I don't need those.
No.
I don't need hints in this game. I got the internet for that.
Yep. And the two masks we have that we're going to sell right now, we've got the Spooky Mask, which we just bought in the last part.
Yes.
And then we'll also be getting the bunny hood and finding the guy to sell it to.
I always forget to tell them what we're doing. I kind of told them, but I didn't go into like detail what we actually did. I always forget that part, but one reason I really like the Spooky Mask is because it looks dead up like that face we get on the mirror shield in Majora's Mask, which I actually did not catch until today.
It really does. And I liked how that mirror shield mask or face is just like, it looks like a scared or scary face. So for them to have that, I wonder if they thought about that.
I wonder if they, if they got it from this game, and then too, like that's another way to relate Majora's Mask, obviously, to this game. So just a cool little detail right there.
A lot of this quest, I feel like we've turned and related to Majora's
Mask. Yes, and this guy has like, he gives no F's about getting out of the way. He's just like, get out of my way, I'm coming through.
And he is a lot bigger than you. He was going to run you over, and smart of you to get out of the way.
Those carpenters should be pretty good workers, if you think. Well, not the ones that are lost in the desert, actually, that's later on in the game.
That's way later, yeah.
We went out to the desert.
We briefly went out there.
Yeah, but we didn't tackle that part of the game yet. So I'm in part 76 of 78 or something like that.
I think it's kind of weird that the kid mistakes you for Dampé when you first talk to him, because that mask doesn't look anything like Dampé. So
because Dampé's like spooky, maybe. But you're right. It looks nothing. But it was really cool giving it to him because he had told us earlier in the game, like he was trying to be scary. So that's one of those masks. Like I think the last one. What was the last one we did? Where you took it to the
skull mask. The skull mask.
The skull. Okay, whatever. I don't remember.
I think
the one that you took to like the Lost Woods, like that one. Not the one you gave to skull. I'm confusing myself now. One of them that we previously did not make sense, and that one does kind of make sense. The two, you know where to go.
Yeah, the two in this part both actually make sense. The bunny hood, which we're going to buy right now, will go to the running man, which. Again, if you played Majora's Mask, it makes sense for the bunny hood to go with the running man.
Well, he's running. He's not hopping.
No, that's
a bunny doesn't really run if you think about it.
They go fast.
That is true. Now, one thing, like I said, this is the first time I ever did this quest.
Yeah.
And so, when I got the bunny hood, I was actually excited because I literally thought that it had the same powers as Majora's Mask. And
that would be awesome.
And as you'll see, it actually does not have those powers, which I thought was just a letdown, not being able to run fast through Hyrule Field.
I never would have sold the mask if we would have got the same bonus that we got.
Oh, definitely, because that's still, in Majora's Mask, you can actually get it very early, but it's still my favorite mask in the entire game just because of the ability that it gives you.
It's definitely one of those that even if you're not trying to get all the masks in Majora's Mask,
you need to get that one.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you can run faster, but Termina is a smaller land area.
It is.
It's like they totally screwed up on that one right there.
Especially when we're Kid Link right now, or Child Link. We need because we've talked about us running around the field so much.
And maybe that's why they didn't do anything with it, because you got this late in the child era, which I'm trying to think if there's any requirements I'm trying to think of what the requirements are for this side quest, and if we can actually done it earlier, or if it's something that we can't do until now.
Well, the only requirement, and this isn't really a requirement, but it's a bit of a recommendation. The last mask here that we have, the bunny hood, we're going to sell it, and no matter how many rupees you have, the guy pays you enough to fill up.
You out,
Yeah, so it's not really a requirement, but it's advised that you wait till you get that biggest wallet.
Yeah, which we think is a Giant's Wallet, but we cannot. I thought the adult was the first one that gives you 200 rupees. Yeah. I want to say the last one is called Giant's Wallet, but we're not positive on that.
No, not at all.
And we were too lazy, I guess, to check it before we started this part. But
us being lazy? Never.
Yeah, never. Now, I actually got lucky right here spawning the running man this quickly, but the easiest way to do it is really just kind of go counterclockwise around Lon Ranch, and you'll eventually run into him. But like I said, I got lucky. I walked right out and I saw him right away.
It worked out really well. Unfortunately, you can't talk to him until he stops.
Yes.
And he doesn't stop until it turns to night. So you're actually going to see us play the Sun Song here.
Yes, I almost said Song of Time.
That wouldn't have done us a whole lot of good.
No. But like you said, but kind of like jog beside him a little bit. I actually thought that he would quit earlier than this, but he didn't. But
he wanted to go a little bit longer, I guess.
And this is another thing. I actually didn't know until this recording that he actually stopped. Like, you don't really run to the running man that much. And when you really don't. You kind of just, like, pass by him.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really pay attention to him unless you're trying to beat him, which, as we all know, is impossible.
It is. But it is funny, though, because it's like, if you can't talk to him while he's moving, so if you don't happen to catch him when he stopped, then you may not even know what his purpose is in this entire game. I mean,
there is a point. There's a point later on that you can't actually talk to him. He's in.
Can you? Okay.
He's in a desert later on, or maybe he's in the desert later on. Ooh, that might be the next stage of the game. So
maybe.
Now, the nice thing about the Running Man right there is, like, we really won't need rupees the rest of the game because we really don't have anything, like, left that we have to buy that's a big rupee amount. So
we really don't.
It's kind of nice maxing out right there, like, before the second, what we're calling the second part of the game.
Yeah.
And, like, just get that out of the way. Don't have to worry about any, like, rupee collection the rest of the way through the game.
Thank goodness. I'm glad it's not one of those games where it's like something happens and you lose it.
Yeah.
Lose it all. Or like Majora's Mask, where every time you go back in time, you lose all your rupees. So
I think that's really more rewarding than the Mask of Truth that we get. I think
it really is.
Like, max out rupees, especially if you had the Giant's Wallet, that's more of a reward.
And especially if you're low on rupees when you talk to him. And I like how he says he's giving you more rupees than you can count. It's like, I guess that's they just don't want to put a number on it.
Yeah, because it'd be whatever, 200 or 500. But yes, we definitely can count how many there are. So that stall child just fall in the water.
I think he did.
Did you see him?
I think he did. I think he saw that drawbridge coming down and said, "Nope."
That's a new what's it called? That's a new move right there to kill the stall child.
Hey, it worked. It worked.
It did.
What are we doing? Oh, we're going back to
we are going to actually get the Mask of Truth. The whole point of this video.
Yeah. Well, it's really convenient too because I think we have to give back the 50. Oh, never mind. We already paid the 50 rupees for the mask. Never mind. I'm babbling.
No, we had to give the 50 rupees back to him.
That's right.
Because you have to give him back the money that the mask. Like he let you borrow it, right?
Yeah.
And then you sell it, and he says, "Hey, give me this
there
price."
You go.
Yeah. And then,
I thought so, and then I thought we paid up front. I confused myself.
Yeah. So I guess we get. Was it 500 rupees or is it 499? I think it is 500.
It goes all the way up to 500. Plus we pay him back the 50 though.
Yeah.
So we end up with.
It's still enough rupees. We don't need to worry about the rest of the game.
I can't think of anything big that we even have to buy the rest of the game.
I already said that. Like, there's nothing you have to really worry about the rest of the game. Now, one thing, like, you can borrow those masks anytime throughout the rest of the game,
which is cool.
Yeah, but you really don't what purpose do they serve?
Oh, I have
after you already got them, So
the only thing I can think of is I know we wore one or two of them to get a few of the upgrades from those Deku scrubs. So
that's
maybe
true.
If you skipped that or forgot about it or didn't know about it, then you could go back and borrow the mask and go redo that.
Okay, that's true. If you skip something, I could see that. But
other than that,
well, I know this is 100% walkthrough, and I know I never went back and used those masks ever again. So. But you brought up a good point. You could forget something, have to go back and get it. So it makes sense, I guess.
And you do sometimes get some funny reactions from people when you talk to them wearing the
masks. That's a good point, too. I didn't think about that.
But there's really no point.
Well, there's a lot of people that like playing Zelda just, not to sit there and talk to people the whole game, but just kind of interact with people.
Exactly.
And kind of see what they say. And when you go to a person that keep on saying the same thing over and over, it's cool if you can have that mask to make them say something different.
At least break it up a little bit.
I need a mask for my girlfriend.
Wow. I'm not even going to touch that because I could make some jokes there.
I'm going to delete this commentary now.
Now, basically what we are going to do right now, though, is now that we've got that Mask of Truth, we are going to go visit those Deku scrubs again, and we're going to get the Deku nut.
Yeah, that'll be the next part, though.
The next part, we're just making our way back to the Lost Woods for what feels like the 200th time already.
Yeah, we really have been going back here quite a bit, which
we have.
It's cool. It's nostalgia a little bit. It's the first area in the game.
It is.
I actually like it when they make you go back to the first area.
Me too.
Now, going back to the Deku tree, I was kind of,
that was
on.
Pushing it.
But the first area, I never mind going back to those areas.
No, it's weird that we got all of our upgrades, I feel like, have come from this area.
Agreed.
But this goes
not all of them, but.
Not all of them. This wraps up part 25 of Ocarina of Time 3D.